Joined now by our 133-pound champion, Jordan Oliver, who came in as the #1 seed and took home the championship. He is now 29-0. He finishes the season undefeated against a familiar foe tonight. So go ahead and open it up to questions for Jordan at this time. Please raise your hand so we can get, we'll start here and then we'll go over here.
Ian McCutcheon from Flow Wrestling. Hochstrasse was able to kind of slow you down in your dual meet a few weeks back. Were you determined to be able to open up and put points up early in this one?
Yes, definitely had a mindset to go out there and put points on the board right away. Thinking if I scored right away, the pace of the match and the tempo would have to pick up because he would have to attack me then. And I never stopped attacking, but it just it opened things up more for me to get to my double on my leg attacks.
Follow-up. People all week have noted how diverse you are on your feet. How much of a strength is that it's not just one go-to takedown, but 6 or 7 different things you can score with?
That's a huge factor and a great thing to have for any wrestler because your opponent isn't looking to shut your one takedown off. If you have one takedown, your opponent could focus on that and work on shutting that one takedown off to try to counter your attacks. But having multiple attacks, I have different leg attacks I can go to. I can go shrugs and everything else. So it definitely helps being so diverse on my feet because my opponent never really expects what attack I'm going to go off next.
Right down front here.
Jordan, this is something people have been talking about you since you were a freshman in high school. Can you talk about the journey getting here and how rewarding it is to be at the top of the podium?
I don't even think it has set in yet, but I just know it's been a great journey and a lot of hard work and dedication has gone into it, and also a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. And I don't regret any minute of it, even taking losses, going through high school and even my freshman year in college. So it just helped me and also made me into a better wrestler. So I wouldn't take one thing back of anything that has happened in the past so far.
I'm going to go to the left and then over here.
Okay, just kind of a silly question, but was there ever any point in the match where you thought you might have a chance to use a Jermaine Jones move throw?
I definitely thought about it when he got to the single, but when he did get to the single, it was kind of off my shot, and we got in a little scramble, and he came out onto my leg. And by the end of the scramble, I already had him out in front of me fighting his hand, so I was able to counter it and didn't have to rely back to the Jermaine Jones.
We're going to go over here and then we'll go down the front here.
Brad Wills from the Express Times. Jordan, can you talk about the difference between last year and this year, and what you did between the 2 years to make yourself a champion this year?
A lot had to do with countering, making sure that I didn't cut my weight wrong this year. I think that was a huge factor last year. It limited me on the mat and it took a toll on me. So I wasn't able to go out there and perform the way I wanted to and wrestle as hard as I could. So definitely coming in this year, I made sure I focused on my weight control, but also every day in practice, just staying focused and getting as much as I can out of every practice and every workout and making sure I didn't leave nothing behind. So that really helped me, helped motivate me, but also made me more confident.
Go ahead, Gary.
Could you talk a little bit about the coaching staff at Oklahoma State and the tradition of wrestling there and the resources they put towards the success of yourself and your teammates and how that helped you to achieve your goals?
Oklahoma State is an awesome program, and as you can tell, we have 34 national titles. I was hoping to get 35 this year, didn't happen, but just everybody that surrounds you and the coaches are just such a positive influence and a motivator to make sure you get better and to strive to be better. And wrestling's such a big deal there at Oklahoma State, and you definitely don't want to let them down. But just having resources like Coach Smith and Eric Guerrero, Tyrone Lewis, and Kenny Monday, all those guys, if you look back, they all been on the Olympic team or world teams or been a very successful wrestler. So they have about a lot with the wrestling aspect, and also just being there for you no matter what it involves, either wrestling or outside of wrestling, whether it's school or personal problems. So it's awesome.
And for a follow-up, you know, Coach Smith won 2 Olympic gold medals. You've been on Junior World Freestyle teams. Are you going to be doing any freestyle this spring? And is the Olympics something that you're going to look forward to at some point in your career, something that you're going to shoot for?
Yes, my ultimate goal ever since I was younger and growing up was to win an Olympic gold medal. It wasn't to be a national champion or a state champion. Of course, those things come on the way and come along with the journey, but my ultimate goal and something I always wanted to do was win an Olympic gold, and I'm definitely looking into wrestling freestyle this summer and competing at the trials and everything, and going out for the Olympics, Olympic team trials next year.
Go back here, and then we're going to go up front here. Go ahead.
Jordan, with the team being as young as it is, you getting this taste of success at the highest level now, what does this do, like motivation-wise and everything, kind of as your role now transforms from being an underclassman to now being a team leader? Now you've got that legitimacy now stamped as an NCAA champ. Can you talk about how your role now changes moving on?
I definitely think the guys are going to be more motivated and want to work towards success, and they see me every day in the room, and when I'm working hard, it just motivates them, and they see the things I've accomplished and what I have just done, and I hope it can motivate them and push them to work harder and practice and to do everything right, so in the end and in the long run they become successful.
Right down front here.
Jordan, you talked about being the 34th national champion at Oklahoma State. What's it feel like to be the 2nd national champion from Easton?
It's just an honor. Just looking back to Easton, so many great wrestlers have come out of there. Jamar Billman and Brian Snyder and Jack Kuvo and Bobby Weaver, who was Olympic champ. It's an honor to be mentioned with those names. And as for Oklahoma State, the same thing. Just a lot of great wrestlers and successful wrestlers have come through there, and just to have my name up there on the wall with them is a great honor, and it's a great experience.
Got time for one more if there is one. Okay, let's go back here.
Jordan, to go back to the match, the takedown and the tilt at the end of the first period, can you just walk us through that? What you saw, the opportunity for the tilt there?
I pulled off a shot towards going for my double leg. I ended up on a single, and he pulled me up, and I was in on a seat belt, and I'm really comfortable in upper body and no attacks to get off from there. So when he was pulling me out of bounds, I was sucking him in, trying to keep him in bounds so I can look for an opportunity to score. And as I was, he tried to step in and actually Polish me, which is a throw, and I noticed it right away, which I stepped out of it and was able to drop down to a double and right there catch him on his back and hold him for a 2 count, which was a very big part in the match.
We need to get Jordan to the award stand. Congratulations.
Thank you.